If you go look at my Twitch streams right now, you'll see like 4 or 5 fuck up 1 minute, 4 minute, 3 minute long streams. This is part of the life you don't see with me trying to run a business. I tried and failed. Something's wrong with the software. I used to use Twitch internal studio software, or house studio software, but they said a small percentage of users use that, and they're canceling support for it and it doesn't work anymore. So I moved over to OBS, which is a very reputable big brand name, and I'm trying it. But I've done a couple streams in the past, and I just updated today. I did a full update, so maybe the new update's broken. That's been happening in computer world recently, but it's fucking up, and I do not understand why. And now I've had a little chance to pour through the menus and go through the advanced options, and I've really, really gone over it, and I can't find what's wrong. I really don't know, and it worked before, and I'm like, dude, is this just a software problem or compatibility? I have a good computer, and I'm doing StarCraft for a reason. It's old. It's from 2010, and the computer processing can handle it in a stream at the same time, but it's just not working. And I've got a feeling in the end it's going to be because the stream and the game are running on the same system, which can cause issues. We're supposed to have a streaming computer and a gaming device, console or computer or whatever. And I think that's where it's fucking up, but I don't know. I went on eBay and I bought a HDMI capture card, and I can't get it to work. And one of the theories I have is I got this weird split double USB. And I'm like, well, it might need power. My power doesn't come out of every port of my laptop, but no, I think it's just one. So I bought a powered USB hub with an AC adapter to add power, so each one of the outlets is powered, and it's also good for the home office setup. And I can have a peripheral thing. I'm getting in issues with. I use the keyboard as USB connect, the mouse dongle, which is the highest quality mouse connect. You can Bluetooth it, but it's better to use the dongle, and it's an expensive mouse, so I use the dongle, and then the audio, and that's all 3 of my USB ports full. But I need 2 more for that, just that capture card, another 1 or 2 for the Insta360 camera, and a phone input, which is important, and then the AI camera for the streaming is yet another one. So I was like, I bet I can use a powered USB hub, and I got that, and I have it here, and I haven't tried it because I don't want to do a bunch of work setting this shit up and then take it right back apart. Anyway, I've spent 3 hours today, and I did like 3 streams or 4 streams, 1 or 2, and I did some yesterday, and all of them failed, but I played the game and then popped out of the game. This last one was 37 seconds long. And one of the ones before, I had paused the game, told my partner, hey, I'll be back in a second, I gotta check my shit. Paused it, came out, checked it, looked, is this working? Okay, went back in the game, and it interrupted right as I went back into the game. So I was like, all right, this time let's set it up and don't put the screen preview up, and just have the OBS software up and start the stream from scratch and not touch it and see if it works. Failed twice, and I changed the settings in between trying to figure out what it was, and I changed several settings, and there was one about network optimization. I activated it, and then when I went to stream, it was like, oh, you can't do that with this other option, and I undid that one. So there's a network optimization button I can check and then undo something I did. Anyway, spending 3, 4, 5 hours on tech problems like this is not supposed to even be minimum wage labor. This is supposed to be advanced $30, $40 an hour labor. So how can you hate on me for using what I have, my resources, my equipment, which I've carefully accumulated, and then my knowledge and my skills? I'm an autistic nerd. So why can't I lean into all that and try to run my own business instead of just being on disability and fucking watching TV all day? I get bored. I can't even watch a whole movie anymore. I'll watch the same movie over 3 nights. I'll put a movie on, finish my dinner, and then go back to work or put on a game stream. Like, in 30, 40 minutes. Like, I can't focus on stories and stuff. So, the stalkers are merciless. I had someone bullying me about building credit today. And his name is Dandy. Andy, maybe. Something Dandy. I don't. It sounded weird. And he is laughing at me for being poor and trying to build credit and saying I'm wasting a lot of money. That's just a lie. It's saving me a lot of money. 2% off everything straight off the top. Plus kickbacks and bonuses. And then I pay my bill every month. I don't roll about. I did actually last fall for like a month and a half. I had a balance for a minute. So I paid a touch of interest. But I needed it. I was during losing the apartment and being destitute. And before I got the disability, like, I fucking needed the credit for a minute. So it helped my credit. It's because I owed it for a minute. And I just made some. I made like 7 payments in 1 month. I'll go out and fucking stand in the corner and beg change. And go put it in the ATM to pay down my credit card bill, to make sure I don't get to the point where I'm paying interest. And I've done a good job, and it's kind of getting good, and that gives me option. I got approved for a trailer, but I also made a play. I went to applied for financing, which is another hit on my credit, and I've got notices about all that already. I've got too many inquiries situation with my credit, but apparently that's a small 10 to 15 points in your credit. I got 730, so I'm still good with that. But when I made the play for the SUV to actually pull the trigger, because I had a loan on standby I could sign for a $38,000 trailer, and then I was and I was going to be a payment of $400 a month. I'm like, dude, if I whack a truck for $200 a month, then that's it. My total rent is $600 plus insurance, $700. Call it $700 or $800, and I've got my rent situation squared away, which is acceptable and allow me to save maybe a little money, put back $100 every month or so I could pay for problems, and it would be under warranty, brand new, and that one was brand new, and should be guaranteed for 8 years and all this shit. So I'm like, okay, 8 years of housing, cheaper than what I'm paying. I'm mobile, which fucks off the stalkers. Like, I can pull shenanigans. I've had a theory of coming into a town, exploring a while, doing skate parks, nature camping, all this, the gyms, service dog access checks, do a bunch of work, don't publish anything, save it all up, edit the videos over my time and compile and save them, leave, then later upload. And if the stalkers come and harass, I'm long gone. And if I put some distance between, 100 miles between each one, I could get them wasting their time and having little effect or no effect. And maybe interacting with multiple police agencies, increasing their exposure. Like, eventually we might get an honest cop that's like, hey, what's going on here? Stalkers. Nazi pedophiles with machine guns. Oh, well, I don't know what to do right now. It's a fail. This last one's a disappointment. 37 seconds and it cut off, and I didn't touch it. I activated it. I got the notice. I left the OBS software up. Did the stream. Looked fine on the OBS software, and fucked up. So I don't even know what to do. Some of my subscribers by now are surely game people I've kicked over. If anyone else knows or has a suggestion, feel free. And also, I guess, maybe new software time and change. I went with the industry best, but if it's not working, of course, if I'm right about it being the source and being on the same system as the stream, that I can't fix. But I kind of want to get that hammered out and have a secondary. If I stayed long term, I was going to buy a gaming rig in the fall when the 50 series comes out. And that would fix it, because the laptop could be a dedicated stream machine. And the new system would be the other And the PlayStation Pro is coming out soon. And it has internal streaming features, which I've been using a lot. It's how I'm doing the Call of Duty streams. And it works well enough. And I figure the Pro version is going to be even better. So, and people have been offering me. I got an offer the other day on the PlayStation from the. I'll put one ad up about it, asking high too, because I didn't really want to sell it. If I sell the old one and buy the new one, it might be as little as like $200. And it natively streams, so I can use the laptop to control the stream, the information details and the chat and all that, but it won't be the machine doing the stream. It'll be native on the PlayStation, and it's one advantage of consoles, the shit gets hammered out and make it easy to use, so it's not like what I'm dealing with right now, software problems. At this point I have failed.